Sagittarius, you are feeling stuck, but you need to hear this. And I am redoing the rabbit reading for Sagittarius. For those of you who saw the earlier video where the sound cut out, I'm redoing the whole reading here. So Sagittarius, you are feeling very, very stuck, okay? You're feeling a little alone in your feelings. You're feeling like you're alone with what's going on with you. And you have also recently suffered a big financial loss. You've taken a lot of hits, maybe even some health hits as well. And I can see that you are also really afraid of change. And you are, of course, desiring long-term security and long-term financial security. You've had a lot of insecurity in terms of your finances and just constantly struggling and trying to scrape by. Totally makes sense, especially since you've had this financial loss. But your fear of change is what you need to face right now. The cards are telling you that in order to get the financial security you want, you are going to have to let something go. And this whole reading, this is a very intense, long reading. It is all about how you can move forward and get unstuck, okay? So your theme is actually growth. Your theme is actually growth. And so with the growth card, this is getting rid of the old to make room for the new. And so when you study this specific growth card, what you can see is the forest is burning. And the forest is burning and it's pushing rabbit out. It's pushing rabbit out. And you would think this is a scary card, but it's not. It's pushing rabbit forward into rabbit's future. So rabbit is running from the fire, but also running to something new because it can't stay where it is anymore. And that's you. You can't stay stuck in the same situation anymore. And so the growth card is calling to you to embrace letting go, releasing, because the fire in the forest is devastating. But at the same time, it actually prompts the forest to regrow as well. That's what fire does with certain kinds of forests here. And when you look at rabbit, rabbit is the luckiest of all signs in the lunar zodiac because rabbit knows when to run. Rabbit knows when it's time to go. He knows to flee the fire. He doesn't stay. He doesn't even let it hurt him. He just fucking goes. I probably shouldn't say the F word. You are rabbit. And what the cards are calling you to do is to sit in solitude. Because even though you feel very alone in the situation you're in, you don't actually get true solitude. Many of you have children, families you're taking care of, lots of people around you sometimes. I'm just seeing that there's just a lot of noise around you, quite a bit. And so the cards are saying that there is the light of information waiting for you in solitude. That's what this message is telling you. If you look at the Hermit card, look at this light he's holding. This isn't just the lantern of the standard Hermit card. This is the illumination of the soul. This is something in your soul that is trying to tell you what your path forward is. So the cards are saying it's time for change. It's time. That change is coming. And this is the message of you can't expect a different result if you don't do something different. I know that theme keeps coming up. And this is the time for you to reflect on what it is that you need to do to change your situation and to change how you are in this situation, what you're accepting, what you can get rid of, to be okay with the forest burning behind you and knowing when it's time to go, to make your own move, basically. And so if you allow yourself to be the hermit, you will get this illumination. You will get the answer you're looking for, which is what is my next move. So rabbit runs, okay? And your call is to know when it's time and to give yourself, and what I'm seeing is you need like 2 hours alone to meditate, to journal, but just to sit in quietude and shut out all the external noise and let your soul speak and listen to your soul. Because your soul is going to tell you what it wants. And it's going to speak to you and tell you what is and what is not meant for you. That's the illumination that you're waiting for, that you don't even know you're waiting for. This is reinforced by the Death card. And look at the Death card. Do you see those butterflies? What are butterflies? Signs of spirit, signs of hope, and signs of joy. Something has to end for your new beginning to come in. So you have a cycle ending here. This cycle of sadness and lack and loss, this cycle is ending. One way or another, it's ending. It is. Just like, again, with Rabbit, that forest is burning whether Rabbit likes it or not. This is ending, okay? Don't end with it. And study your soul so you know what that move is for you. But it is ending. This cycle is ending. And I do have to say that you have so many rewards waiting for you on the other side of this cycle. You have so much just bounteous rewards waiting for you in your life. And from spirit. Your hard work is going to pay off. Your patience is going to be rewarded. Your patience is going to be rewarded. All of this hardship isn't for nothing. And all of your sacrifices that you've made, all of the hardship you've endured, you will be rewarded. It is going to pay off. And what I see is that you're actually being called home in some way. You're being called home. You're being called to your rightful place in life and in your soul's development and soul's journey. This is beautiful and it's amazing. The future that's ahead of you when this cycle ends, which is very soon. But you are being called home where you belong. And we keep getting the Six of Cups cards. The Six of Cups. Look, look at the troll dolls. They are just reveling in their childhood joy. So some joy that you felt in childhood is going to be returned to you. You will be feeling just a carefree joy that you haven't been able to feel because you've had so much of this hardship and difficulty. You will be returned to a state of, I wouldn't say innocence because you've learned what you've needed to learn from this cycle, but you will be returned to this state of not having to worry all the time. That's what this is recalling, is somewhat of an idyllic childhood that not all of us had, but a childhood free from so much responsibility. Because this next stage of your life that you're moving into, you are the King of Cups. You will have all the financial abundance so that you don't have to scrape by and worry all the time. You won't have to decide between the bills, which bill you're paying, and if you can go out to dinner anytime soon. You won't have to worry about that anymore. That's what this carefree joy is the joy of everything being provided for you. But in this case, it's being provided for you because you are the King of Cups. You're providing it for you and your family. But your King of Cups future is right there. So don't be afraid of change. Let it go. Let that forest burn and step into your future. But take a moment to listen to your soul. It's telling you something. Listen for what it's saying that next step is for you.